This here is a 520 gallon tank that I house some fish that needed a little bit of a bigger home that I first got them from. Go along here, and then you got another 200 gallon tank that's sort of set up with different South American cichlids and fish and whatnot. Silver dollars, Jack Dempsey, silver dollars, Severums, some clown loaches moving around in the bottom here. Back to that 500 I was talking about, and the tilapia, blacked out tilapia tank, another 240 tilapia tank that goes into the garden room, which I'll go into more detail about the actual tilapia in the garden room in a later video. This is our turtles and my freshwater bin that I use to heat the water up to do my water changes that I do daily. This is another 220 or 240 tank. I have a mix of different fish in there, some cichlids and some catfish and a bichir, you know, the breeding pair of Midas, some white cloud minnows and a root tank, some baby plecos and some tiger angler guppies, some piranhas. Needed a new home that I brought them in for a bit. I rehomed some parrots that I had over here recently. Some jewel cichlids left in this tank down there. Those are all three, this tank, and this tank are all 90 gallon tanks. We got two 20 gallon tanks and then the 240 gallon tank. And then we come down here, I got another little 20 gallon tank with some goldfish and oxalatos in it. And then we go into my stand, and this is one stand I have. These are 6 30 gallon tanks that I keep, and they sort of have breeders in them and whatnot. Right, and then it goes into another big 340 gallon tank that I keep all African cichlids in. Then as we spin around again, we go into the other side of the stands. There's a double-sided stand with 20 gallon tanks on either side with just a mix of all types of different fish that I have here, cichlids and live bears and whatnot. And then we go over as the other side, like the double-sided ones. See, there's some mollies and endlers and some breeding colonies and some fish I brought in to try to help, you know, maybe sell and supply some fish for some people while I'm trying to fund my own hobby. And then we go into a big 700 gallon tank that basically are a bunch of rehome fish that needed bigger homes, or the owners that eventually couldn't take care of them themselves. There's some pretty cool fish in here though. African lungfish. And then we go over to another stand here that are set up 30 gallon tanks. I did have a bunch of flower horns that somebody asked me to take that they had, and I was able to rehome most of them. There's a few left here looking for homes, and then another pair of breeding Midas looking for homes, and then some more Midas that I'm trying to find homes for. And then this goes into another assortment tank, community tank, 340 gallon tank. Just a little bit of a mix of everything in here. And then we go around, and this is how I heat the garage. I use wood heat to try to keep the cost down for heating electrical wise. I don't have a furnace in here for the winter. These fish here, they came in owners couldn't handle him anymore. So I think I might keep this guy and get him into a nicer, bigger tank and have him displayed more, because he's been a super fun fish. He's got an attitude on him for sure. So I might have to set him up with a bigger tank so we can have some fun with him. And yeah, just, you know, a bunch of plants growing over top and stuff like that to help nutrient export and whatnot. I try a bunch of different ones: money plant, pothos, Rosia, I think that is, or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's a little tour of the fish room where I spend most of my time, doing water changes, moving fish around. A little flower horn. We got little babies on this side. And this whole corner here, we're gonna have to rebuild and get some different stands set up here, maybe some bigger tanks. But maybe later on in the video, I can go more in depth on what's going on and how we do everything here. But for now, I think that's it. Okay, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye.